Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I'm so happy you're here. My name is Emma. I'm a certified Pilates instructor, and today we're going to be going through a 20-minute full body flow, but more so centered around the core and obliques. You don't need any equipment for this one, just a mat or a soft surface, and we'll go to get started. So you can meet me on your mat. We're going to start on our hands and knees, starting out with the cat-cow just to warm up the spine. Inhale as you round your spine up. Then exhale as you extend, look up towards the sky. Good. Again, we inhale to round. Exhale, extend. Breathing in through the nose. And then long, slow exhales from the mouth. Taking these next few seconds to really connect with your breath here, connect with your body. You can pause and hold for a second in either direction if that feels good for you, focusing on that flexion or extension. And then go ahead and meet me back in a neutral spine. From here, you're just going to twist so you come down to sit on your side, sitting kind of onto that hip. Your shoulder should be right above the wrist. And then knees are stacked, ankles are crossed, both feet are going to be on your floor. Please don't mind my dog back there. Top hand can come onto your hip. Let's take an inhale to prepare. As you exhale, we lift the hips up, find that side plank. Good, lower back down to the hip. Again, exhale, drive up, lift the hips, find that side plank. Lower back down, tap the mat. Again, we lift up, legs straighten. Lower the hips down as the knees bend. Thinking of using that bottom oblique to lift yourself up here. Good, warming up that core right away. Nice, couple more just like this. Really controlling that weight down. Try not to let yourself hit the mat heavy, but just tap the mat and then we press back up again. Good, one more here. Meet me in that side plank. From here, we bend the knees, in, straighten the legs, press out. Good, feeling that bottom waist on fire already here. Good work, you guys. Couple more, take it nice and slow. Bend the knees in, extend your legs out. We have 3. You got it, last 2. And last 1. Meet me in that side plank, hold for 5, 4, press up out of that shoulder, 3, 2, and 1. Set it down. All right, coming on up to a high kneel position. Your right knee is going to stay on the mat, and then your left leg extends out long next to you. Just check in with the body. Make sure that your hip is stacked right above your knee here, and that your ankle stays in line with the hip as you extend that leg out. Hands reach back behind the head. Keep your elbows out wide. Core is engaged before we even start. Pull the belly button towards the spine. Inhale here. As you exhale, we side bend down, elbow towards mat, and extend back up. Good. Just like that, side bend over. Use that oblique to pull yourself up here. Nice. Continuing just like this here. Keeping your shoulder blades stacked, one on top of the other as you bend over. Imagine like you're sliding between 2 panes of glass here. So no rotation, just side to side. Hips stay right where they are. We're not bringing the hips with us as we side bend over. Just that upper body moves. If you're feeling good here, option to find a progression, reaching the arms overhead. Now we side bend over and back up. Good, increasing that lever, adding more challenge to the obliques and the core. Couple more here. Let's go for 3. Good, hold that side bend in 2. Nice, last one here. We hold that side bend, bring the hands to your head, extend out. Good, bend in, extend out, on fire through that oblique. Keep going for 3. We pulse in 2. And last one, hands to the head, little pulses reaching down and down. Final 5, 4, 3, and 1 all the way up. Nice. You can take a quick counter stretch here. All right, coming back down. Now your right hand is going to come down to the mat with you. Right hand to the mat, shoulder stacked right above your wrist here. Top hand can be on your waist. We're going to find the leg kick. So your left leg is still reaching out long. Engage that outer thigh to lift the leg up. Slowly lower the toes back down. Good. Find that lateral raise here. Slowly up and then control the way down. We're going to add on here in just a second. Make sure core is staying engaged, still finding engagement and activation through that bottom oblique. Think like you're lifting your waist up here. Good. Next time your leg is long, pause, bend the knee in, extend the leg out, lower the toes back down. Again, leg lifts up, bend the knee in, kick back out, lower the toes down. Continuing with this pattern here. Still lifting up out of that bottom shoulder. Make sure we're not sinking down into that right shoulder. Nice. You have 3. Just that bend and extend in 2. Last one. Leg stays lifted. Bend in. Extend out. Good. We're going to add on more obliques. Bring the hand to your head as you bend the knee in. Crunch up and then open out. Good. Knee to elbow. Crunch in. Extend out just like that. Perfect. Let's go for 5. Core is engaged for 4. Good. Control. Last 3. 2. And 1. Extend your leg out. Good. Come back up, take that counter stretch. All right, we have one more plank to do here, and then we're going to do all of that on the other side. For this plank, you're going to start on your hands and your knees, starting in that high plank. So make sure shoulders are right above your wrists. Take an inhale to prepare. On your exhale, step your feet back behind you, lifting up, find that strong plank hold. Good. Spine is in one long line. Head is lifted up in line with your spine. Shoulders are about hip height. Hips are about shoulder height here. Good. Holding strong here. Pull those abs up and in. Push up away from your mat. Don't sink into the chest or the shoulders. We hold for 5. Finding a side plank in 4, 3, 2, 1. Shift your heels down. Open that left arm up, find that side plank. Good, holding it here. Nice and strong. Adding that arm extension for just a little extra balance challenge, option to bring it to your hip. Or if we're feeling good, we'll lift the hand up. Nice, still lift up out of that right shoulder here, still breathing nice and strong. Embrace the shakes. Going back to that full plank in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back through center, both hands down, hold that full plank. Good, we have that 2 more times. Hold for 5, 4, side plank in 3, 2, and 1. Shift to the side, lift that left arm up. Beautiful. Option to hold here or adding in some movement. We thread the left arm under, open out. Good, thread under. Open back out. Find that full plank in 3. Good, 2. And last one, open all the way out. Set that left hand down, twist back to center. Good, this is your last full plank. Hold for 5. Side plank in 4, 3, 2, and 1. We side plank to finish. Nice and strong here. Keep those hips lifted. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set those hips down. Nice work, you guys. Shake out the arms, shake out the wrists. Now we get to do all that on our other side. So starting with that first little side plank. Sitting down onto your hip here. Knees are stacked one on top of the other. Ankles are crossed. Top hand is going to come to the hip. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, we lift the hips up. Good. Inhale, lower the hips back down. Again, exhale, lift up. Lower down. Sorry, top foot should be crossed in front of your bottom foot. Driving through that oblique here to lift yourself up. Nice, couple more. We're going to find that jackrabbit in 3. Good, squeeze that core in, last 2. Last one, we stay lifted here, bend the knees in, extend the legs out, just like that, bend in, extend out, you guys got it. Firing up that bottom waist, we have 5, holding in 4, good, last 3, 2, and 1, hold that side plank strong, good, breathing, lift up out of that bottom shoulder, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set the hip down. Nice work. All right, coming back up into that high kneel. This time your left knee is going to stay on your mat. Open your right leg out to the side. With those side overs, we're going to bring the hands behind the head, elbows out wide. Before we start, make sure that your hip is stacked right above the knee. Good. Inhale at the top. Exhale, side bend over, and then extend back up. Perfect. Reach up and over, elbow towards the mat, and extend back up. Isolating this movement to just the upper body here, trying your best to not let the hips move as we bend over. Nice. Still staying engaged through the entire core here, pulling your belly button in towards the spine, feeling the sides of your waist though engaged to lift yourself back up. Couple more here. If we're feeling good, we can start to add in that arm progression. Extend both arms out and then we reach up and over. Nice. Good. Still breathing here. You can exhale to lift yourself up. Inhale, lower down. Let your breath really power this movement here. We're going to hold that side bend in 3, 2. Last one, meet me in that side bend, just the arms bend in, open out. Good. Can we get lower in and out? So strong here. Let's go for 3. Pulsing in 2. And last one, hands to the head. We pulse down and down 1 inch at a time. Engage the core. Squeeze those abs in for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All the way up. Good. Side bend. Take a counter stretch. All right. Almost there. Now we're going to drop down to that left hand on your mat. Right leg is still long. Shoulders stacked right above your wrist. Top hand can come to the hip. Let's inhale here. Exhale, lift the right leg up. Lower down. Good. Starting with just that lateral raise. Just that right leg moves here. Working through that outer thigh. And the hip abductors here. We're going to add in that bend in 3, 2, and 1. Hold your leg lifted, bend the knee in, extend out, tap the toes down. Perfect. Knee bends in, extend out, lower the toes back down. Couple more here. Make sure we're still breathing, still lifting up out of that left shoulder. Obliques pulled up and in. On this next one, hold your leg lifted, just that knee bend in and out. Good. Bend and extend. We're going to add in that side crunch now. When you're ready, hand behind the head, knee to elbow, extend back out. Nice. Crunch in, open out. Beautiful. Let's go for 4. Last 3, 2. Good, and last one, lower back down. Take that counter stretch. All right, you guys, home stretch here. We just have that little plank series to finish us off. So, coming back down to your hands and knees here. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, step your feet back behind you. Lift up, find that full plank. Starting with just this plank hold, find that strong form, pressing up away from your mat, space between the shoulder blades. Think little puff of air under the arms. Abs are pulled up and in. Head stays right in line with your spine. We're going to side plank in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shift towards the right. Left hand comes center. Open that right arm up. Good. Heels and toes are on your mat now. Toes point forward. Heels point behind you, holding the side plank. Nice and strong. Again, your hand can come down to the hip or reach up if we're feeling extra strong here. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to that center plank. Both hands down. Good. Breathing through this. We just have 2 more. Let's side plank in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shift those heels down. Open that right arm up. Beautiful option to hold here, or find that thread and open up. Good. We thread under, open up. Let's go for 3. Embrace those shakes here too. And last one, arm is up, both hands down. Good. Last full plank. You guys got it. Good. Reset that breath here. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Side planking in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last side plank. Here we go. Open that arm up. Up to you if you want to hold or find that thread. Good. Nice and strong. You guys got it. Feeling those obliques on fire. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Beautiful job. Child's pose here. All right, amazing work, you guys. You did that. You should be proud of yourself today. Thank you for joining along for that 20-minute full body Pilates flow. If you enjoyed it, make sure to give it a like and subscribe down below so you can follow along for more at-home Pilates.